Alright, finally got around to recording session from 5-3. Yeah, it's kind of a long day, but we got it in. So, S&P 500 ETF SPY, big pictures, long-term uptrend, recent trend action, still overlapping sideways at a prior swing high. So, big picture uptrend still intact. Top two pre-market movers, Twilio, so tech sector, gapping to virtual all-time lows. But such a huge gap down, had to skip this one. So we gapped, 20%. So that violates my rules. So I can't trade gaps like that. Peers, pharma biotech. So penny stock, it's gapping to 52-week highs. So not it's one of those cases where it is gapping, but we do like it's a biotech. We do like this penny stock. Absolute price movement is about 75 cents. ATR on peers though was about 50 cents. So what I noticed is kind of looking at this. So unfortunately, we got a gap up, go up like 50 cents. So you're looking at right at 10 o'clock, it's already done about 60 cents. I mean, so what's the remaining upside? So there was a potential setup here is like one of those situations where a gap maybe wasn't so bad because we're kind of coming off some recent trend action, just like sideways at underneath the 52-week high. Kind of looking at just kind of it was dead, nothing, some volume in the background, but so once we get above here, there's no resistance above 309. But yeah, it just ran up too quick, so it wasn't really a spot. Maybe you could have set in here, but yeah, I just think it's kind of made its move when it's already gone about 70 cents for the day, and historically wide range bars are about 50 cents. So a good skip here, and did my best to look for good trades. Didn't really see a whole lot, to be fair. So just Weight Watchers. The ETR is about $2.50. It's consumer cyclical sector, so Weight Watchers help people with their diets or go into the gym and shit like that. Just it's like a food program basically for women. Women usually that want to lose weight, but I'm sure men have used Weight Watchers as well. The big picture is we're in a long-term uptrend that kind of coming off some basing action. So trend action kind of going sideways right at this 52-week high. We had this kind of gap to all-time highs and closed lower on some higher volume. So not the highest volume, but we had 3 overlapping days in that bar shadow. Last 2 days are narrow range inside days. So really, getting above here, there's no resistance. But at this point, we have had 5 closes outside Keltner, which is not a bad thing in an uptrend. You are supposed to ride the Keltner band, but maybe the rubber band has been stretched a little bit too far recently. And so we're looking for counter trend trade. So once again, it's not a trade in my book, but it's kind of the only thing I really saw going. So maybe my triggers aren't so great. Just kind of maybe we get like a naked gap Keltner, which we get, and then like an opening spike, and then get a change of character and short that first pop below VWAP, or after 10 a.m. Kind of get like an intraday, not a cove, but just like below the opening range, and support becomes resistance, so the opening range low. Or if we did get kind of open a little lower, we ended up taking out these highs. I think the next support was around $19. So if we open right in here like this 20 70 area, we took out the priorities low because it's 2-day overlap. Maybe maybe you could have shorted any Covel below this level. What we ended up getting was just the only maybe potential trade I saw. This is a gap up. We want to give it time. If we so this would technically violate my rules for being a gap up, but just the thing I noticed that was made this a potential good trade is just that the opening range low is kind of respect this 2366. like touched it once, made some intraday lower highs into the open range low, kind of touched it again, and then still making lower highs into the level, going sideways there. And so if there was nothing going on, you had an alert set that stays low because it's kind of in play. I mean, it's on hella volume right here, like right off the open. And then breaks the level and makes a little window, and it's a nice intraday support becomes resistance entry right here. You could have risked very little, maybe 5 cents, max like 10 cents. If you held to today, you got about 60 cents. So I mean, if that's 10 cents you're risking there for a 6-to-1, and like you said, it doesn't look like any gangbuster trade, but that's and a market there are a lot of gap ups and just things that were violating my rules. Like this was actually a good intraday example of some good trading action. So just like actual order flow. So yeah, I didn't see anything else. Let me know if I fucking missed something. I don't think any of the high beta. I mean, Tesla. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's it, man. If I fucking glossed over something, let me know. I did all my scans and didn't really see much movement. Went through all the high beta, all my lists, and all my scans. So